Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while, but I'm playing Balatro today, so we'll see what happens. For those of you who haven't played Balatro before, it is kind of like solitaire with some added stuff. It's very addictive, even as someone who wasn't like initially interested in games like this. I am quite attached to it, so. If you have no idea what's going on, you probably won't for a while, just like everyone else does. So if you feel confused, don't be surprised, because everyone else who has started playing this game is also super confused. So we're just going to do the regular red deck base difficulty just for people to get an idea of what's going on. Alrighty. And so there's these little skip blind things, and this is a blind, this is a blind, this is a blind, and this is sort of a boss. And if you skip this blind, I get the next joker becomes foil, which means I get 50 extra chips, which is the blue over here. So it'll kind of make sense the further we get into it, but I'm not going to skip it. All right, so this is very similar to that of solitaire, poker, whatever, what have you. Just, you have a pair. If I had this like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, that would be a flush. And then you have royal flushes. You have, or not, it wouldn't be a flush. It would be a straight, like consecutive ranks, same suit, three of a kind in a pair, stuff like that. And they have different multipliers, but we'll get to that. So I'm just going to get rid of this stuff and see if I can maybe get straight or a flush. Let's just do this one more time. All right, and I have 5 of the same suits. So that is a flush. It's gonna be 35 times 4. And then you have hands and discards. There's a lot going on. And then there's jokers, and they give you certain like points for certain things. Like this one gives me $3 at the end of a round. This, like, I'll go in here. This is a pack. And then Gross Michael, which is a banana that if it has a 1 in 6 chance to be destroyed at the end of a round, which sounds like it sucks, and it kind of does. But what you can, at the end of that round, when it is destroyed, it does create another banana card that is a ×3 multiplier. So when you see any card that has the plus 15 in red, it's going to be this side. And whenever you see a plus whatever, this is going to be chips. So think blue is chips, red is multiplier. So it's blue times red. So you obviously want to find a higher red if you can, because whatever this number is doesn't matter as much as what it's going to be multiplied by. And then I'm just going to grab this one just for some money to stack up really early. And we're just going to go into the next round. And then if I skip this blind, it would give me 3 extra cards in my hand next time, which is not that big of a deal. So yeah, let's see if I can get another straight going. I guess I'll just play a pair for right now. I don't know if it really matters. No. And then per hand, if you have more hands left, you get $1 per hand left. So I got $3 extra. So the objective is, especially early game, is to like beat the blind in as little hands as possible, so that you get extra money early on. And like this one has 100 chips as a base, so it's gonna be the blue here, and then -5 chips for every hand played. So the more hands you play, the less effective this card becomes. I can get it really early just because it's helpful, and then sometimes it kind of matters how your jokers are lined up here, but we'll get into that in a little bit. There's 8 total antes, so we got a while. Let's just do this 2 pair. Doesn't really matter how like crazy my hands are this early, just because this plus 15 kind of just does it for me almost no matter what I play. And there's packs like this, the Celestial one, and these upgrade your hands. So this is going to upgrade a flush, so it makes it a higher multiple, so that I, can get higher multiples with my jokers and just as a base with that hand. And I'm just gonna leave those. So give me 2 common jokers. I don't really care that much. I just want the money and whatever might be in the next shop. 4 of a kind. And there are people who are much better at this game than I. I'm not claiming to be good in any form, but it is very fun. And yeah, there's people who get to insane multipliers. Yeah, I have yet to do that, but we'll get there. This Joker is pretty good, Pareidolia. It makes all your cards considered face cards, which is very helpful for other Jokers. Swashbuckler is pretty decent, kind of gives you an extra, mult for every card you have. Stuff like that. Spectral packs, I'll just show you. They're different from other packs. These ones kind of have like really special things. Like it'll give a Joker a negative thing, which means I could have, if one of my Jokers in here has a negative attached to it, I can have 6 Jokers. So it kind of like removes that place of that Joker, if that makes any sense. But most of them will have a negative effect. Like that one took 1 card away from my hand every time. So I have just less to choose from, but I'll have more Jokers to put up here. It's a lot to explain, but we'll figure it out eventually. So a full house, 3 of a kind, and a 2 pair. Pretty easy. The Gross Michael really helps a lot early game. And then I think I'm going to sell this and just get Misprint, which is pretty good again. Just kind of a random multiplier. Can be like 0 or what, 21 sometimes. And then there's vouchers. So what vouchers will do is they kind of like give you upgrades for like either how much you earn in interest, how many hands you have, how much you have in your hand, things like that. So it's a lot to kind of take in at first, but it's interesting and fun when it really starts to click. All right, so I can do a straight right there, forward. Awesome. See how I got, an extra $4 for the extra hands I had left over, and then interest per $5, max of 5. Sometimes it's more. That's what those vouchers can do. One can give you an extra 5 per 5, I think, or something. So like your max interest is 10 instead of 5, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be when you like have a bunch of money just saved. So we're gonna get one of these to see if we can get a flush. Awesome. And then this standard card pack is just cards that you have in your hand, but some of them can be plain like these, or some of them can have special effects. Like this is a lucky card, has a 1 in 5 chance for a 20 mult, and then also has a 1 in 15 chance to just give me $20, which is awesome. So we're just gonna have that in there because why not? Considering these other cards were just plain. All right, and then we can just do a flush, all the same suit, super easy. Awesome. I'm assuming this might go away soon. Sometimes Gross Michael will be in your hand, like in your Joker slots for your entire game, or it goes away in like one hand because it has a 1 in 6 chance. So you really never know. And this is a Buffoon pack, which gives you like to choose from Jokers. So it's similar to a Celestial pack in terms of you have just stuff to choose from, but this one is for Jokers specifically. And face cards, so kind of a toss up between these two, but I think this one will probably give me more overall. And I guess I could just get rid of this one for right now and have Photograph, which will give me a ×2 for the first face card played. So we're sort of going for a face card game so far. So we'll see what happens. Get rid of one of the kings. Come on. Do something better. Well, shit. Okay. We're just gonna do a pair for right now. Ace, king, queen, jack. Just do this just to get rid of him, since I have no more discards left, so I can't just like get rid of those. So we're gonna do probably just this again, even though it won't score, but it will get rid of them for me. So I got a 2 pair. And it has some face cards in it, so it should be good enough. Awesome. Perfect. Free joker contains a straight. Sounds good to me. Let's get a celestial pack. Can upgrade a straight, why not? Alright, next round. I don't really need that. See if I can get a 9, or I can just do this and get a straight. Perfect. Base cards in there. Awesome. Moving right along. Sometimes I will have already lost by ante 4. Like sometimes you just get crap jokers, and sometimes you just get absolutely bent over. So this doesn't mean that I'm good. I've just kind of gotten lucky with the jokers I've gotten so far. Just gonna upgrade high card for no apparent reason. This one will give me 12 bucks. Not that big of a deal. Let's just do this pair for right now. Awesome. 8, 7, 6, 5. So let's see if I can get a 4 or like a 9 or something. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Awesome. I guess we'll upgrade a straight again. And then there's things called tarot cards. So what this one will do is that if you, in your hand, if you select 2 cards, convert the left card into the right card. So say you had a king of hearts and you had a 2 of diamonds. You could turn your 2 of diamonds into a king of hearts just by using this card, which is really awesome, especially if you're trying to duplicate cards that have specific effects on them, as in stuff like this. So molt cards. So if I were to copy this 9 from that 10, or copy that 10, copy the 9 into the 10, it would have that same effect. So you can see how you can kind of like build your deck around certain things. This voucher just makes rerolls, which is this. Costs $2 less, and it just gets more expensive the more rerolls you do. I don't really feel like I need to at the moment, so we're just gonna do this. Oh, right. Thought the whole thing was face cards, but having this joker kind of screws me because I can't tell what the fuck is in my hand. So we're just gonna play 5 cards and see what happens. Heart of the cards, literally. Got lucky so far. We're just gonna play another 5 cards, another pair. Cool. I got lucky that time. If you didn't have a decent setup of jokers, that probably would have screwed you. Or you could have just sold the Pareidolia, which would have made just face cards, not every single card a face card. A telescope is an awesome voucher to get because it gives you kind of guaranteed in celestial packs one of your most used hands. So I'll probably have a pair, or I'll have a 2 pair, maybe a straight since I played a bunch of them. It's probably going to be a straight so far, or no, a pair, because I played 5 of them. I've played 3 straights, things like that. And then this is kind of helpful. I don't feel like I super need it right now. We're going to keep going. After defeating the boss blind, give $25. This This might be hard, actually. Queen, queen, jack 10. Actually, I want this one higher, at least right there. What is my highest multiplier? This will tell you what your multipliers are. So as of right now, my highest level hands are a pair, a straight, or a flush, and then so technically I would get more multipliers for playing a flush or for playing a straight than I would a flush. So, but I don't think that's really gonna work out for me super well. We'll just play this pair just for some points and to get rid of it. Perfect. Hoping to get a king in here so I can do a straight. Awesome. Ace, king, queen, jack 10. Perfect. Awesome. So I guess I could probably get around 20k per hand, but it'd have to be a straight with actual face cards in it, so it gives me the ×2. Well, never mind. That doesn't make any sense because all cards are face cards, so I guess I'm kind of just talking out of my ass at this point. Let's upgrade. Let's do a pair just in case. I don't think it's gonna get me that 20k, but we'll see what happens. Shop has a free uncommon joker. I don't really care that much. We can do a 2-pair. So this is another thing. If you keep upgrading a pair but not your 2-pair, just a pair will be worth more than a 2-pair, even though it's more cards. Your whatever your mults and stuff might be up here with your jokers might actually make up the difference. But as a base level, just playing 2 kings is more advantageous than playing a 2-pair. Super confusing, but yeah. 8k, cool. Let's save that. Let's get rid of the 8s. Hopefully I can get a 5, and then I can do a straight again. Or a 4, I don't... Give me a 5, please. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then ace, like in a lot of things, is kind of interchangeable. It can be high card or low card, but in this case, it's going to be our 1, essentially. So yeah, straight in that. Perfect. Number go up. This is an awesome joker to get. So each queen in your hand gives you 13 mult per 1. Unfortunately, it does not work with Pareidolia because it'd just be too OP. But there are some, you know, like synergies that you can get with this one that are awesome. But unfortunately, Pareidolia does not work with this. It would be absolutely cracked if it was, but it doesn't. Let's do a straight just to keep it pretty decent level. And then let's see if I can get 11k. Jack, jack, give me 55 times 5. Let's see if I can get an ace or something. So I can do a straight. That would be awesome. I'm going to remove that 10 for that one. I don't need 3 queens. I appreciate it, but hey, let's go. Okay. Got a straight going there. Awesome. Perfect. Doubled it. Ain't no problem. This one is pretty helpful because, like, so this joker's $2, this one's 2, this one's 2, 2, yeah, this one's 5, 5. Sometimes jokers, there's one blueprint, if it's like has a modifier on it, like negative or, you know, foil or something, it could be like up to $10 just for one joker. So 3 for a random one is kind of a gamble, but I don't feel like I super need one. I could probably get rid of Swashbuckler now. I'm kind of waiting for Banana to go away. But I'm keeping it as long as it's there. That's all I'm going to say. Stone cards are just free chips. Basically, they have no rank or suit. It'll still count it. But if you were having it as part of a straight and that was the last card that would have made it a straight, it's not going to be a straight, unfortunately. It'll still give you the, like, it'll still count it, but it won't make that hand a straight, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna play this one, and then I'm gonna skip the next one so that I can get another negative joker, and then I'll be able to have 8, when originally I was only allowed to have 5, because these two give me 2 extras. I can maybe get something from this, but I don't care enough right now. Awesome. King, queen, jack 10, 9. Easy straight first hand. And unlike the end of the round where I get extra money per hand left, you don't get that per discards. So don't like worry that you need to have the most amount of discards left or the most amount of hands. You can use all your discards to get a good hand so that you still have, you know, 4, 5, 2 hands left, what have you. So think of that. We're gonna do this spectral card. Do I want to gain a discard? I think so, just to be safe. And then we're gonna get this. Play only one hand type this round, so I have to, whatever hand I play first here, I'm gonna have to keep playing. So if we keep playing a straight, it's gonna be kind of hard to do that continuously to 40,000, because if I use all my discards, I can't keep, you know, getting rid of it. So I think we may just settle for pairs at the moment, or else it's just gonna keep giving me trash cards. We'll just settle for 1 pair, see what that kind of gets us. 12. Let's just get rid of those. Jesus, I'm really getting screwed here. Can do queens, perfect, and then we'll have those jacks set up next. Awesome, and then we got those 10s, awesome. Almost got totally screwed there for a second. 32, all right, easy with this with this pair. Awesome, and then since we beat that, we get this joker, or the next one is negative. Supernova, that's awesome to have as a negative, because what it does is it adds how many times we have played a hand to the multiplier. So say if I played a pair, it would add 12 to our multiplier just by how many times we've played that. So now we kind of want to, you know, get our deck set around pairs, which is super easy. I'm going to get just this really quick and see what I can get out of it. Stone card, sure, whatever. Awesome. Full house, don't play it enough to really be worth it. So then what was it? It was just a pair. So if I play a pair, this should give me 16 or whatever it is, 13. So every time I play a pair, this number goes up. So we're just gonna do nothing but pairs now. Shout out to all the pairs. Awesome. So like this, see how this is a pair now? And if I wanted to add this, it wouldn't break it being a pair. A pair? Why did I say pair like that? But say if I was doing a flush or like a straight, and this was gonna be like, say if I was doing 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, this would not count as a 3, and it would still just be a high card with a stone card. It's kind of confusing, but I can just do it like that. See, it's still a pair. It'll give me the extra chips, extra money. Easy like that. And just as I talked about, blueprint being $10. 8. And then I can probably get rid of swashbuckler. So blueprint is kind of a broken card. It's pretty OP. Depends how you use it, honestly. But what it does, if you haven't read the screen already, it copies the ability of the joker to the right. So if it was in this spot, it would copy banana. But I'm thinking maybe I, for right now, want it to copy misprint, just because it's kind of has a chance of being a higher random mult. Now I guess I could make it next to supernova. There is some that it's incompatible with. I don't think it's any of these, or I guess it's technically incompatible with this because that does its own solid thing. I guess we could also do it next to photograph. And whatever. We'll see what happens. Alright, so we're doing pairs. We'll just get rid of these. Let's see if I can get some more pairs in here really quick. Pair of 9s. Awesome. Pair of jacks. Guess I could probably have this a little higher in my thing. So with your jokers, sometimes how they're aligned up here matters. So this one, it counts from left to right. So say if you had a times 1.5 multiplier, you wouldn't want it over here, maybe depending on what kind of card it is. But it's going to keep adding up this way, and then whatever your number adds up to at this card, it would add 1.5 to whatever the added up of these ones is in total. So sometimes how your jokers are stacked matters like that. Perfect. Queen, queen. Let's just do some kings. Perfect. And then this should be enough to get us to that 52,500 at least. Or not. We'll see. All right, 60K. Awesome. We're at ante 7 out of 8. I don't really have enough money to do anything here. I guess I'll buy that just cause. And then this decreases the level of my poker hand. So my straight's level 4. For every hand that I play, it will go down to a 3. It'll go down to a 2. And then it'll go down to a 1. And then it won't go past that. So I could be kind of screwed here. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can get a straight. Come on. Ace, king, I get queen, my dude. Oh my god, you're kind of screwing me here. We'll just do a pair. See, now it's level 3. Alright, 9, 5, 3. I'll keep the stone card. I'll just play a pair again with lucky cards. Oh my gosh. God damn it. Well, let's just do... Let's just do this to get rid of those. It'll just be that and the stone card. We might be screwed here, dude. King, king. Yeah, I think we're kind of fucked. If I only had one more spades, I could have done a straight or a flush. I kind of have to just play a pair, really. Like, these being mult cards is not really going to save me. Maybe if I put blueprint next to banana. I don't know. I mean, we're screwed either way, honestly. Like, there's no way I'm going to make up that difference. Yeah, 42,000. So you can see how fast your game can turn around. Like, we were doing pretty good, not really any issues, and then just one boss screws us. You know, if I was better at this game, I maybe could have planned better or just kind of moved my jokers around. But I is stupid, so I didn't, and I kind of wasn't really sure what I could do. So yeah, that's Balatro. Hopefully it sort of made sense towards the end for you. It probably didn't. If you're brand new to this game, if you know this game, I'm sorry if I made you pull your hair out because I'm stupid. It's it's life. I've seen some people on YouTube who are insanely good at this game, and hopefully I'll get there at some point. But thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. I know it's been a while. It's been a while, as in like years, really. Like I've uploaded some videos, but it wasn't like kind of this format and stuff. But I'm looking to upload more often and kind of just explore some new games. We will, for those of you who are familiar with what I've played in the past, I'm gonna start trying to do some Ark. I know the new Ark came out. My computer is too much of a dinosaur to really play it effectively. Then again, who's even was good enough on the first Ark because they just decided to keep the game not optimized. Whatever, I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, we're going to try to start uploading more often and play some more interesting games. And hopefully we'll play with some friends and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming back and have a great day.